They're one in 734,958. Wait, no. That's there are two commas there. That's 734,958,000, right? All right, let's go rescue this toad. It's a rough landing, Luigi.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
We could definitely use this. You little pecker. Oh, snap. I'm glad I kicked that tree. I can't go that way. Oh no, he lost his head. Oh. Okay, let me go back and grab the snow person. Aw. I thought I was onto something. Oh, I guess I can kind of just blow them up. I'll take the change. Keep the change, you filthy animal. Oh, you're not going anywhere. Ooh, you flung my ass. You little dick. Stop that. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Gotcha. All right, which piece of... Okay, I get it. You're scary. Which piece of furniture did he go in? Ooh. Hello. You. I will take the money ghost. I know there's a lot happening upstairs, but ignore that for now. We're not ready to go up there yet. What we do need to do is find him. Whew. There we go. It's still showing that there's something in this room, but I don't think I can do anything about that right now, because that's like top floor stuff. We'll have to cross that bridge when time comes.
Oh, yellow. Mm-hmm. Ciao.
Oh, 1 second. There we go. Ta-da! Yeah, so for those of you who are watching this on YouTube later, I did this stream earlier today and I raged my way through the entire thing, and we did 3 chapters of this manor. Well, tonight I've calmed my tits. We're back. I'm gonna redo the first 3 stages. So if you notice, like, the jewels are not there and they seem to be missing, that's why. We're just kind of... And you know, I kept joking about how the ghosts are like not going to kill you. They're just there to like mess with you. But no, they have a rock. They're literally trying to bash Luigi's skull in. They're trying to murder you. Okay. I still don't know what that does. If there's nothing in there. Well, I guess there's money. Which I'll take. King Boo! Take a little peek. Oh snap. They got Toad. Let's go rescue Toad Man. Yeah, I'm surprised Gray came back. I bit his head clean off in the stream earlier. Grab it. And then we just free the little toad.
Oh, no, 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 no. Oh.
Good job, Toad!
Oh. I do it. Oh. Yeah. Oh.
Ba, 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 ba.
Ciao.
The little squeak of Toad's feet. Uh-oh. You're coming with me, golden boy. Money. All right, is there anything else down here that I should be aware of? All right, Toad. Voila. And then, of course, boom.
Come on.
Come on. There we go. I'm coming, Toad. Wait. Sorry. I smashed his face into the wall. I'm sorry, Toad. Does that not do anything? Could have swore it did. Get out of my way, Toad. We gotta go in here, buddy.
Come on.
Not feeling too hot. That's how I feel most days. I feel you on that one. I kind of feel like garbage right now, but I'm forcing myself to be here and do stuff, you know? The only thing about doing what we've done today is it feels a little cheap in a way because I've already solved all the puzzles once and now like I know what I'm doing. So it feels like a little bit of a cop out, but that's fine. I'm sure people will understand. We're not going to bother going out there because we can't do anything there yet. Was it this door? Yeah, it was this door. Come on, Toad. Come to the annoying room that I hate. You ate too much. I know that game. Dicks. I'm just gonna run. I don't feel like putting up with the bats. Come on, Toad. Stupid bat followed me all the way over here. Uh-huh. Toad, you gotta calm down. And not stand by explosives. Okay, fuck this. This part will probably make me angry, but this is because the game controls. The music is always designed in a way to make you feel panicked and rushed, even though you've got plenty of time. So the music in and of itself kind of becomes its own difficulty. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense, but it's like if the music weren't like making you feel rushed, then you would probably mess up less, I guess. Okay. Now what? So it was just a money grab? Come on. Dun, dun. Oh, I'm sure on the 3DS it was probably fun. Right. Alright, I gotta remember how I did this earlier. There we go. Hey, they got Toad! At least he dropped Toad. Ooh.
Oh yeah, come on.
Yeah, and I figured out earlier what those golden bones are for. If you lose all your health and pass out, the golden bone is kind of like it saves you. The dog will show up, eat the golden bone, and wake Luigi back up. We found that out earlier the hard way. Oh yeah, I can't bring Toad across. This part made me really mad because I didn't understand what I was meant to do here. Also, the motion controls are pretty infuriating. Like, even if I even tried setting the controller down on my desk. Like, I had the controller sitting flat and I'm like, what now, bitches? But he still falls. And it's because the wind is blowing him. But see, I didn't know that earlier and I just kept getting exponentially madder. Except for that part, the wind wasn't blowing. I don't know why he fell. I can't. Well, Toad went into oblivion. Shit! My God. I hate that mechanic in this game. I hate it so much. Well, at least they gave me this. Where you going? Oh, well, I didn't mean to come up here. I guess we just need to go get Toad. Come on. Yeah, I want a Polterpup plush as well. I want one, and I'm gonna get me one eventually. We were downstairs the whole time. Oh, the little gremlins are here. They don't hurt me. I don't really know what they do. I know you can really fluff them up. Oh, he turned purple after we got all the yellow off. Okay. All right, Toad, let's get you back.
Here you go.
Bye, Toad. Cha na 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 na. I missed the DS.
Yes. I did it.
It depends on how cool your parents are. It depends on, I hate to be this way about it, but I'll be honest with you, it really depends on their political ideals and beliefs. It really depends on their character as a person. Like, they may be those like hard-ass parents. It's like, you're X years old, you're too old to be buying toys, and rah, 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 rah. And then they may be cool parents. It's like, yeah, okay, we'll get that for you. Of course, there's tons of gray areas in between that. Your parents could still be cool and say, well, we don't feel you need that for reasons X, Y, and Z. And that could still be totally valid too. I feel like most parents will make a good call, you know, for their kids, but because you don't want to spoil your kids, but at the same time you do want to spoil your kids. It's a balancing act of like, I want to provide for my children because I love them and I want them to have things, but I don't want to spoil them. You know, I don't want them to grow up thinking the world owes them everything. So as a parent, you kind of have to find that middle ground of determining what your child wants versus what they need. And it's perfectly fine to get your kids things they want sometimes too. But then again, you do get some, you get some pretty, you know, hard ass parents who will like, they have this idea of like cutoff dates for certain things. They're both right and wrong at the same time. It really depends on the child, I think. The boos have locked up the other ghosts inside these red, what are these, crystals? They're still toting Mario. I can't believe they got Mario twice. They did this before in Luigi's Mansion 1. They got Mario. Okay, yeah, they're just calling them crystals. Yeah, then there's always that too. Like when your kids grow up and they start making their own money, it's kind of out of your hands as to what they buy. I know when I got my first job, like an idiot, I blew in all my money. I bought a ton of CDs and DVDs and stuff, and I wasn't really wise with my money. I didn't think about saving any or, you know, being responsible. Of course, to be fair, I was still living at home, so my parents were still like paying the utilities and stuff like that. So, but hell, I was a teenager when I got my first job. So, all right, we got to stop these boos from doing whatever they're doing because they are, they're up to something. I don't know what, but they're up to something. You have a theory that King Boo is Bowser's brother? I could see that. That's not a half bad. That's not a half bad theory. I'd buy that. Oh, my mom was the same way. She did not let us go anywhere unsupervised, which was bittersweet because it protected us and kept us, you know, from getting got by, you know, creeps and weirdos. But at the same time, we really build that sense of independence and, you know, we've all seen Stranger Things. We get how kids in the 80s worked. You get on your bike. Like I think Gen X, you ask Gen X, they can explain it better, but like your parents kicked you out, you come home from school, you're out the door. Be home when the street lights come on and you're good. I didn't live that way when I was a kid. I had almost always, I pretty much was under adult supervision until I was a teenager. But, I don't know. Everything will work out in its own time, I suppose. I don't remember where the hell I'm supposed to be going. Let's see. Basement. Right, I need to get down to the basement, which means I'm going in the wrong direction. Whoops. Glad I caught that. Ooh, I see coin. Okay. So according to the map, we need to go this way. And then we just burn it here. Ta-da! Oh no! Oh, that's a glitch. That was not supposed to happen. Oh, we found a glitch. Whoopsie doodles. I've never really had a favorite Mario brother. I have always really loved Mario and Luigi equally, I'll be honest with you. But I totally feel where people are coming from with the Luigi superiority, because it's kind of like the underdog. And believe you me, I am a strong supporter of the underdog. Like 1000%. I can't stand like people who do very well and then rub it in your face. Not that Mario does that. Mario does not do that. I'm just speaking like in life in general. I tend to champion the underdog. It's just that I don't really view Luigi as the underdog. I kind of view Luigi as the accidental, like, better brother hero guy. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like Luigi probably has a little more personality than Mario, and hell, Nintendo did that whole year of Luigi. What was that? What was that? 2013 they did that? Because it was such a running joke for so many years that Luigi was the underdog and he got shat on, so they did a whole year of Luigi. But no, I think most everybody's favorite is Luigi. And of course, when you play Luigi's Mansion, you really get a feel for Luigi's personality. And I think at the end of the day, Luigi kind of represents all of us. You know, I think a lot more people would probably identify with Luigi than Mario, because Luigi is kind of okay. Do I spin it that way? Or do I spin it this way? I don't guess it really matters. Let's spin it either way. Whatever gets the door open. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I need to charge my controller after this stream because it's been a while. The only thing that really sucks about the Switch Pro controller is it doesn't notify me when it's going to go dead. It just goes dead. No, I missed the bats. Is he gonna hit? He hit me with that fucking log. You son of a bitch. Oh no, don't run. Don't run. You caused this. Shit, he's got one of those shields. Right, you little son of a bitch. Let me close the window. Finish melting the ice. Get this out of my way. Yeah, I messed up getting the golden bats. That's okay. We have plenty of money. That's everybody's running joke at this point, is that it's some sort of fetish thing and she just keeps getting kidnapped on purpose. I don't know. I don't know. In the earlier days of Mario, it wasn't really like it is now. Like, everybody's like, oh, Mario goes with Peach and Luigi goes with Daisy. But it wasn't like that for a long time. It was, because Daisy is, okay, I guess I'm not meant to flash them. Yeah, I can't do anything with them. But yeah, Daisy was the princess in the Game Boy games. And Peach was always Princess Toadstool from the Mushroom Kingdom. But even still, I don't think that Peach and Mario are ever meant to be a couple. I think it's just that storybook notion of like, oh, you're the hero, man. You're my Prince Charming. You saved me. Here's a peck on the nose or the cheek. Like, Peach would never actually have any romantic interest in Mario. I'm one of those people that don't want to take the lore that far either. I very much like Mario the way it is, just being like innocent, fun, cutesy, accessible to people of all ages. That's where I prefer Mario to stay. But there are some allowances to that. You have things like Mario RPG, Paper Mario, Mario and Luigi, the Superstar Sagas and all that. Those are really good games that allow you to explore the character development of these characters outside of things like Super Mario or the 3D Marios or the Luigi's Mansion. These games need to be accessible to everybody. They need to have that Disney quality where, like, you don't talk about anything remotely adult themed. Keep it accessible. But you can explore character with the RPG versions, and that's what I really like about Mario, is that it's kind of split that way. I honestly don't know much about Daisy as a character. When you rescue her in the Game Boy game, I think she's just in that first Game Boy game, right? No. Got him. Well, I got two of them. But yeah, Daisy's always, she's in the Mario Karts, Mario Tennis, Mario Golf. She's in all the party games. Well, not all, but you know what I mean? She's in the Mario Party games too. And you can kind of derive a little bit of her personality from that, but she's not, like a lot of these characters, they're not full-blown, fully fleshed out characters. They're just, the only way I could really explain it, they're like Indiana Jones. They're generic adventure man. They don't need to have in-depth personalities. That's not what they're designed for. They're designed more to be a vessel for you, the player, to solve puzzles, jump around, and do stuff like that. And that's the kind of the same thing with James Bond. He's generic action hero man. At the end of the day, the personality's not like one of the bigger aspects of why you're watching it, you know what I mean? And I think that's one of the reasons why I don't care for like fan fiction and stuff like that. I don't hate it, I just don't seek it out at the end of the day. I prefer to stick with stuff that's canon. A lot of that also boils down to the sexualization of a lot of characters that I don't feel need to be. Like the whole Rule 34 thing. Not a fan of that. I don't want to see that stuff. I don't look up that stuff. I don't like it. Where do these little guys keep coming from? Oh yeah, I mean, I agree with you. Having a couple in the game is not inappropriate or anything. It's just it's not like I don't know how to explain it. It's not necessary. You would just be adding like, it would just be world building in something that doesn't need it, if that makes sense. I don't have a way to explain my thoughts on it, really. When it comes to some worlds in media and whatnot, yeah, it's nice to have a world, completely fleshed out. World building can be really important when you have like a franchise as well. But then there are some things like Mario where like I just don't need to know the super duper complete full-on backstory for like their grandparents and great grandparents and stuff like that. You know, I don't need to know all that. I don't care. If it's not in service to any story you're telling, I don't really care. And I think at the end of the day, that might be a larger problem for people like millennials forward. I think they have, they have a hard time grasping that thought when it comes to storytelling, is that world building is really only necessary if it is in service of the story being told. So if you just put something in because you thought it was neat, doesn't really help the story necessarily. But again, this could be applied to everything. Like, I'm not just speaking strictly about like Mario and Peach and Luigi and Daisy. I'm more talking about all media, you know, like how can I, why is he not aiming? Oh wait, he's not meant to shoot that up. He's meant to take that here. There we go. And then I get rid of this. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. All right, then we get this, and then we go here. Then, oops. See, that's what screwed me earlier in that mini game. Daisy is a ghost that fell in love with Luigi. Nobody has fell in love with Daisy. Nobody can capture Daisy's heart because she's a sassy, strong, independent woman who don't need no man. Uh-oh. See? He's trying to bash me over the head. Give me that, you son of a bitch. You fucking asshole. He punched me. It's when they go nan nanny boo boo that they fuck themselves. Cause I can get you then. Okay. Okay, here we go. Plot. Be strong, Luigi. How are we gonna do this? Ah! Got him. Oh crap, you're next? Oh no, they broke out at the same time. Oh, I am bone. Alright, so they've been supercharged by the crystals, which means they are stronger, and it's gonna take me like more time to capture them. Shit! I need to get the big guy first. It'd be great if I could angle both of them at the same time. Oh, I got them both at the same time. You punk. Whew. Like I said earlier, I don't usually ask you guys this, but watch as much of the ads as you can so we can bump that up. We are so close to getting a payout on Twitch, and as soon as we do, we're going to use that to buy Mario Party so we can stream that. So those ads come up, don't skip them. I feel gross. I feel so gross saying that, but desperate times call for desperate measures. It is going to be a one-time thing. We're not ever going to do that again, this again, because it already feels gross. So somebody's figured out a way to use the crystals that we found down in the mine to strengthen these ghosts. Well, if it's just generic King Boo again, I'm going to be pretty upset. I expect a little more. You know. Crap, which mission did we just do? Did we do Rock Bottom? Shit. We did, right? Yeah. Okay. I got a little lost and confused there for a moment. Wait, didn't we get a poltergeist upgrade? The dual scream. See, if I hadn't have been raging on the first stream we did today, I would have noticed that the game clearly tells you where to go and what to do. I'm just a jackass. Ooh. No, my money hit the floor. Would you go away? I'm very much trying to do things here. Oh. Okay, he's not getting it. Get out of here. And then we just lower this back down. Boom, we melt the ice. Boom, shakalaka. Found the gold one. I did not know that I could, you know, get treasure from the gold one. Makes sense though. Sorry, little guys. I don't know what to call you. They remind me of those little critters from Star Trek, the original series. What were they called? Not truffles. What were they called? I can't remember. That was a weird episode. I don't think I've ever actually sat down and watched it all the way through. I just kind of really know it through cultural osmosis, you know, memes and clip shows and YouTube videos about it. I may have seen it. I think I did watch it once, years and years and years ago. But or Furbies. They kind of look like Furbies in a way. Those things were unnatural and creepy. Oh. Alright, that makes the axe appear. Then you just, you know, Linger off over there into the ice. Or no? Okay. Ah, you get the wood. That's what it was. Yeah, Luigi's weight plus the 2 pieces of lumber. Break the ice. Oops. Then you get the gem. Kind of stuck, huh? Can't come down here and blow me up. Big guy. Smaller big guy. And then just guy. You dicks. Yeah, I just noticed earlier that he says ciao. Funny thing about ciao. I didn't know that that was goodbye in another language. I thought people were just kind of trying to be cool and hip by saying ciao. Nobody ever told me it was... What language is that? I can't remember. Is it Italian? Italian for goodbye, I think. I think it's Italian. But yeah, I always thought people were just trying to be cool. This is not the way to go. Oh, I got the heartburn. I've got the acid reflux and nothing to take for it. Might have to drink milk. I don't even know if I have milk. Oh. Oh, look at me going my bad self. Damn. You'll probably be problematic, but I took out all of them at once. Oh shit, you are going to be problematic, fatty. All right, fatty fat ass. Shit. It's just... Like, I'm pulling and it's not fucking doing anything. Oh, wow, he can reach me from way across the room. I don't get it. I'm pulling and nothing happens. Is he trying to eat a shoe? He's gonna kill me for sure. I'm in the corner. There's nothing I can do. Okay, so it can mean hello and goodbye. Yeah, I didn't know that until I watched the movie Call Me by Your Name. And that's when I was like, oh, chow. They kept saying chow throughout that movie over and over. And I was like, oh, this must be Italian. I feel so dumb. I feel real dumb. I should really try and learn some more languages. I've talked about this many times on the show, but I always feel so guilty that I only know one language. I did try to learn Spanish when I was in school. They were trying to teach us Spanish, but the other kids would cut up in class so much and act a fool that it was really hard to like actually get the teacher to. I felt so bad for her. The Spanish teacher that we had, she was half Spanish teacher, half art teacher, and she was from Argentina, and she was trying her best to teach a bunch of rich, snooty American asshole children, pieces of shit, how to speak Spanish. And like her son was in her class along with me, and I feel like we were the only two paying attention and actually trying to learn something. Because when the way that schools were divided here where I live, you had kindergarten, and then, you know, it was K through 5. So kindergarten, first grade, second, third, fourth, fifth, all that would be in one building. Then across town, you had like 6th grade and 7th grade and 8th grade in their own contained building. Then high school is what? Grades 9, 10, 11, and 12. This would have been grade, for me, it would have been grade 7. My mom didn't want me to go to public school anymore. I guess she's always been like that overbearing type. You know, I talked about earlier about us like always having a fenced in front yard, and she never really let any of us out of her sight for more than 2 seconds. We couldn't really go anywhere or do anything without an adult. So, but, she was looking around town for like religious schools that we could go to, like Christian schools, and she found one that had a program for like poor people to get in, and so I got in on that. I guess you could call it a scholarship. I wouldn't. It was more like the "we pity you, we'll let one poor person in a year" type deal, and that's how I got in. And then my friend got in because his mom was teaching Spanish and art, and that's how he got in. But we were so out of place there. Like, all the other kids that went to that school were like the elite. Like the really rich people of society sent their kids to this school, and we didn't have jack shit in common with those kids. They looked down their nose at us so hard, and not a day went by that we didn't know it. We fucking felt it every day. And they walked all over those teachers and treated them poorly. Oh my God, it was so sickening. I hated that fucking school. But yeah, I always felt like I was the only one there actually trying to learn stuff, because they did that in every class. They just acted like an ass and kept the teachers from actually doing any work. Of course, I guess when you're rich in America, you don't really need an education. Mommy and daddy can buy your way through life, but for the rest of us, we really kind of needed to fucking pay attention. All right, where did he go? He's behind me. Gotcha. But contrary to popular belief, the United States does not have a national language. Yeah, the majority of people in the United States speak English, but the United States does not have an officially, like, doesn't have an official language. It doesn't have like a government sanctioned language. A lot of that is due to the fact that the United States is, and and I hate to sound like an American, but the United States it's kind of like a boiling pot. It's a mix of people from all over the world. So there's a little bit of every country in the United States, which ideally would make the United States great. Again, in theory, not so much in practice, but, so yeah, there's so many people in the US that speak like multiple languages. So you get somebody like me who was born in the United States. I'm a white child, you know, middle class. I didn't really learn multiple languages. And we have a really big Hispanic population here in the United States, especially in the South. And I always feel bad when I can't speak Spanish with people, you know. Like when we went down to Florida, when Tyler and I went down to Florida for my little vacation, I noticed not only at the hotel we were staying at, but some of the restaurants and some of the, we went into a gas station. Like I noticed a lot of people working down there were Hispanic, and you know, they're speaking Spanish, and I felt icky. I felt really out of place because a lot of the other people that were staying in the hotel felt like rich white people. And I don't know. I don't know how to explain it without coming off as like making no sense. I don't know. As far as teaching Spanish in the US being optional, I think it varies from school district to school district, state to state, like region to region. I don't, the United States is kind of funky that way to where our curriculum will change depending on which area of the country you're in. I can't say that there's any one thing that's taught everywhere across the board other than like basic, the basics, like arithmetic, science, They teach the basic stuff. But yeah, a lot of schools here will teach French, Spanish, German, Japanese. It depends. It depends on what state you're in and how many people in that. It depends on how many people in that state speak a second language. For example, if you're in the United States and you're in Florida, you're going to have a shitload of Hispanics who speak Spanish because the immigrant rate is high along the border, southern border, because we border with Mexico. So you have a lot of immigrants who come in, and you know, it's hard for them to interact with us. So it's hard for us to interact with them. And then people get ugly and make it a political thing like Trump did and his ilk, you know. They don't like immigrants. Those kind of trashy people, they have that mentality of like, it's my country, I don't want outsiders. Little do they not realize that our country is made up completely of outsiders. There's the natives that were here, they raped into oblivion just about. But that's a whole other tangent for Eric to go off on one day. But basically, I would love to learn another language, and I think, and you'd have to Google this to be absolutely sure, but I think English and Spanish are probably the two like most spoken languages in America, probably. Feels that way. Like, okay, New York is a good example. New York has a large number of Italian immigrants. You know, New York has a large number of, I guess New York just has a large number of European immigrants in general, right? All right. Where the hell am I going? That is a very unfortunate story, I'm afraid. Okay, so I don't know how familiar people outside of the United States are with our history, but the United States has an extremely like bloody and dark history when it comes to Native Americans. After the white man came to the United States and colonized it, they kept pushing and pushing and pushing Native Americans further into like reservations, and there became a big distinction between indigenous people's lands and white man's land, and you know, Native Americans didn't have the same social concept of ownership of land as the white men from across the ocean did. So when Europeans came here, they took advantage of the ignorance, and they kind of just kept taking land and taking land and taking land until Native American populations kept getting smaller and smaller and dying out. So it's very, very dark history there, and very unfortunate. Of course, modern people, a lot of modern people on the right here in the United States are trying to whitewash our history and pretend that didn't happen. But, is this not going to switch us through, Luigi? There it goes. Let me check my map, because I have no fucking idea where I'm going. And Hawaii is kind of a mini example of what happened to the indigenous people here in the States. Hawaii was its own island kingdom, and Japan saw it and wanted it, and then the United States saw it and wanted it, and then we fought over it, and then we kind of settled that after World War II ended, when we kind of bombed the bejesus out of Japan. Japan kind of fucked off and said, take it. Just take it. But, I don't know where I'm meant to go. Been talking and talking, and I've forgotten what I'm supposed to be doing. Help. Okay, we'll just go this way. How long have I been live? Hour 34 minus the 25 minutes we spent talking at the beginning. Yeah. All right, here's what we're gonna do. The portal's here, we're just gonna go through it. Yeah, I didn't know that either. I thought sign language, I always thought sign language is universal, but apparently it varies by region. I didn't know that. Okay, let me see. I really don't remember what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to be hunting these fuckers. Ah! Don't you do it. Don't you punch me in the back of the head. See, I talked about this in the earlier stream too. Like, I am clearly... The way Luigi's Mansion works is you have to pull in the opposite direction of that the ghost is trying to pull you to. And even though I'm doing that, sometimes it just doesn't register. There we go. We're punching McGee over here. Oh shit, he's one of the big guys. They have a lot of health. Got him. Woo. Oh, did we buy Hawaii from France? Well, that shows you how much I know. That doesn't sound right, though. If we bought Hawaii, I don't think it was from France. But... There are ghosts in here. Hang on. Get out of my way. No, just the jewel that we already have. Which, believe it or not, and this is going to be difficult for some people, not you guys, but this is going to be difficult for some people to like comprehend. Racism isn't even the #1 problem. Racism exists in large numbers, yes, and it's very ugly and it's very terrible and it's very unfortunate. But I'll give you a prime example of somebody who's currently using racism to like further their means. Trump and Ron DeSantis in Florida, the Florida governor. Two rich white men who've never worked a day in their life. They've never had to struggle. They don't know the embarrassment of being in a Walmart checkout and having to put something back, put back groceries. They've never had to say, which bill do we pay this month? The water or the electricity? They're going to cut one off. These fuckers have never had to make those hard decisions. I have. My family has. Millions of other families have. We've had our lights shut off. We've gone without. But these fuckos have not a day in their life. And they will use the misgivings and the racism of other people. They'll use it as a weapon politically. And they'll manipulate. And a greater evil I've not seen since World War II Germany. Look at the turkey! Where did it go? Look, we got a turkey! Or a chicken, but I'm pretty sure it's a turkey. Can I cook it? Oh, snap! Look! What do I do with it? Where do I take it? Oh. Oh. I didn't even know this was out here. What else can I do with my chicken? No, my chicken. I lost my chicken. Excuse me, fellers. I've got some ghosts to find. You know, is it possible they would be downstairs? Then an ad break popped up. Yeah, there's a lot of ad breaks happening in this stream. Let me look and see if I can do with. Oh wow! Oh, it's running an ad. Jesus. I guess it's set to automatically run ads. I don't know. I don't know how the monetization stuff works on Twitch. I did notice earlier there's a bar that you can pull left and right that like determines how many runs in any given amount of time. Ah, I see an exclamation point. I have a headache. I have a it's starting to get to be a bad headache. We'll have to this will probably be our final mission. Then we'll have covered the ground that we lost earlier when we finish this mission, and then we can pick back up tomorrow. Oh, right, duh. We found all the ghosts. I just need to come in here and do this. I'm stupid. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I missed. Voila. Oh yeah. Yeah, I saw that where he did a publicity stunt where he was working at McDonald's. You've got a good grandma then. Yeah. I mean, like I said, Trump's never worked a day in his life. He's never had dirt under his fingernails. Like I said, he doesn't know what it's like to scrape and save and struggle and work and work and work and still never not move forward and have enough. And that going to McDonald's and pretending to do, I don't even know what was he trying to do? Like, what the fuck was he trying to prove? You're a billionaire, bruh. We hate you. For a lot of other reasons too, but that's a big one. You're not the common man. You don't fucking get it. I don't know what the hell God, he can't expire quick enough. See, he's not aiming at the... This was the problem I had with this mini game earlier, is that the reticle for aiming just doesn't come up. See? What am I supposed to do? Fuck me, man. Oh, I got one. And I lost it. That's the hardest mini game I've ever played in my life. Because the reticle just doesn't show up. Yeah, it's not gonna let me try it again either. I have spoiled myself with save states through ROMs and emulators. Because when I'm playing like a modern game on a console or Steam or whatever, I don't have access to... This is also another broken mechanic that pisses me off a lot. God, I fucking hate that. Oh, I got a headache. Well, like I said before, I don't remember what stream it was. It may have been months ago, but I hate politics too, but it's a fact of life. It's not even just an American thing. There's nowhere on earth you can go where politics are not going to come up in some way, some shape, fashion, or form. You can ignore it a lot of times, but there are going to be moments where like you're gonna have to deal with certain issues that are going to come up. Because and I honestly think that's just a young person thing, because I remember when I was in my 20s, none of my friends they were all like, oh, I don't vote, fuck the government, you know, Guy Fawkes mask in 1984 and da 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 da. They did all that shit too. And when they grew up, they were like, oh, I should probably go vote because that's going to decide my property tax. Uh-oh. But oh, I completely didn't finish what I was gonna say 20 minutes ago. Ultimately, at the end of the day, the number one problem that we really have on Earth in general is it ain't even racism. Even in the United States alone, one of the larger problems that we have, it's capitalism. It all boils back down to capitalism. It really boils down to like humans just being nasty to one another. The haves are always going to want the have-nots to slave labor for them, and that's really never going to change. Oh no, it didn't go down the pipe. What do I do? Uh-oh. I think the game glitched. Oh, there we go. I said come here. Well, you better prepare yourself because Japan does not like outsiders. They are going to look at you funny every single day of your life, and they are going to be snooty and stick their nose up to you every day for the rest of your life. Not all the Japanese are like that, but Japan in general, I'm sorry to say, is they're known to be a little xenophobic. Shit, it fell. Now, a lot of that has to do with the fact that I forgot what emperor it was and what year it was, but at one point Japan decided to close themselves off from the rest of the world. They wouldn't let anybody come to the island or leave the island unless it was like for trade or something. And even then they got to the point where they just stopped allowing traders to come in. There was a period in Japan's history where they just did not, under any circumstance, let any, you know, they really alienated themselves from the rest of the world. And there's a small holdover of that to this day. Okay, I think I may have broken this fucking puzzle. See if I can jank it. Nope, can't jank it. Well, oh, I think I figured it out. Hang on. Let's see if I put you up here. That'll flip the switch. There we go. Allowing me to do this. Allowing me to break that. You're not wrong. Most everybody everywhere is just like, fuck them foreigners. Humans are stupid. Oh no! Well, we're stuck. Luigi, no! No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Did we get that? Did we even open that treasure chest outside?
Yes. I did it.
Well, now I feel dumb. Yeah, and see, that's the problem with generalizing too. And see, that's on me. That's a prime example of me being a piece of shit. It's a bad idea to generalize an entire people or an entire country or anything like that. It's just, I've heard from media and the internet and many different sources that Japan can be a little xenophobic on whole. But again, like I said, the problem with trying to blanket statement anything is that you're not allowing for the individual person to be a good person, you know? Japan sees millions of visitors a day just fine. And they'll be hospitable no matter where you go. You can go to restaurants, arcades, hotels. They'll treat you right. I was painting a broader stroke, you know, earlier. What's the term? Painting a broader stroke with a broader brush or some stupid shit. I don't know. All right. Either way, we got to wrap this up. That's about 5 hours worth of streaming today. All right. So we're going to end the stream here. And I appreciate you guys letting me have my tantrum today in the first stream, even though we deleted it. I'm gonna go ahead and run one more ad so we can milk this son of a bitch. But that will be the end of it for today. You know, if you guys are watching this on YouTube and you're like, I don't understand, why does he keep saying earlier? I played these 3 stages earlier in a stream and I raged through the whole thing because I was hangry and tired and ill, and quit the stream, ate some food, came back totally chill and fine, and decided to delete the VOD because it was just awful. So